bring out our next real one.
Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. 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 I see the way you are looking at me. Baby, is it true? You like what you see? Got a balloon in your hand, toothpick in the other. I wanna be your man. Call me Zap and Roger. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. The other girls poppin', they don't feel like you do. I'm feeling a connection, girl, this must be Bluetooth. Don't go too far, just stay in my sight. Don't break that heart, and everything will be alright. You're here to find love, not to pop a balloon. This is heaven sent from above. Need the key to your heart, no auto-tune. I'll make you smile, bring joy to your life. If you're around for a while, you're gonna be my wife. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, 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 pop the balloon. I'll give you the life that you always dreamed. In New York and some jets, like a football team. You're gonna get quality time, plus some words of affirmation. It's all on my dime, gives an access service at any destination. Just don't pop the balloon, and we'll both be okay. You'll be my boo, and I will be your babe. Now it's down to me and you still got your balloon. And that can only mean one thing, and this is just the beginning.
I'm so glad you didn't pop, girl.
Thank you that you did not pop.
I'm so happy that you didn't pop.
I'm so glad that you did not pop.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Don't pop, pop, pop. Hello, everybody. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear your dear. Thank you. I see some remarkable people saying they can hear their dear pointer. Welcome. Let me see. Make sure a few more people are ready to rock. Welcome, folks. What a remarkable time we're about to have. This is only the second time we've ever gone live at this time. We normally do it a little later, but hey, Pointer fought for you. Pointer fought for you because we had such a great time Tuesday and had multiple real one connections. So we were like, why not try to spin the block in the most positive of ways and make these connections happen? So I see my real ones are ready to go. I have some remarkable people who are going to try to help them find their real ones. You're going to get to know more about them, how spectacular and splendiferous that they are. They got to make sure their cameras are on. Most do. Somebody's camera may be off, so make sure it is on so we can see what's going down. Very good. Before we begin, folks, of course, I'm not too proud to beg. Make sure that you subscribe. You got to subscribe because we have some monumental things that are dropping within the next few days and weeks. So make sure you do that. Hit that like button and make it pop, pop, pop. Of course, I do need to eat dinner. And if you don't support, I don't eat dinner. So make sure you do that. And we had some real one connections. And Pointer even threw some money towards those dates. Yeah, even virtually. Virtual dates became a thing not too long ago. So make sure you support in that way. Cash App. Cash App. Yeah, some of you are like, Pointer, I don't have Venmo or PayPal, so I can't help. Hey, Cash App. Cash App, please help me eat dinner. And then, of course, for those of you that don't have PayPal or Cash App, hook a brother up on Venmo, please. We're going to, as we have these remarkable conversations this afternoon, I need you to make sure that if you want your comment read aloud, you got to add some seasoning to it. I mean, what are we doing? Come on, got to add some seasoning to it so it can be read aloud. We get a significant amount of comments, but those that put some seasoning on it, they make it work. If you're not able to hear me, make sure you log out and log back in. So let me say that. Let's make sure. Okay. Thank you, folks. Some technical difficulties for some people. It seems like most people say Pointer's connection is pretty solid, but you never know. And sponsor of Spectrum and AT&T and all the other carriers. So I'm about to get some wonderful people, and I'm going to have some lovely ladies that are going to be presenting themselves, and you're going to get to know more about them, and then some kings, some eligible bachelors that are going to talk to you nicely. Okay, so I think we're about ready for that. So let's have these lovely ladies come on down. I have this queen, and I have this queen. Ladies, how you doing out there?
Good. How are you?
Doing great.
Welcome. Hello. Welcome to A Real One Real Time, a very unique format where people just get to shoot their shot and perhaps call in for the win and see what happens. So, ladies, I want to start with just basic introductions. I want to share your name, where you're located, your age, and what you do. Those are vital things about you. Let's say we begin with, it starts with yo. Well, before you start, let me see. Some people, it's a little noisy for some others. Is that it? No? Okay. Let's see. It starts with yo. Share your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
So my name is Anna. Anna Yu. I'm 29, and I'm in Los Angeles, and I'm a podcast host, and I'm also an educator, or I used to be, and I'm transitioning into podcast hosting. And the name of my podcast is It Starts With You.
It starts with yo. Okay, I was wondering because your name is Anna, but it starts with yo. Great podcast. That's amazing. Thank you so much for being here. We're hoping to help you find a real one. Let's go to Jamisha. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Correct me, please.
Jamesia.
Jamisha.
Yeah, I'm 27, located in Virginia, and I'm also in education as well.
Beautiful. Okay, we got some educators in the house. That's beautiful. Let's go to Meets.
Hi, my name is Meethi. I'm 31. I'm at a comedy club right now, so there might be a little noise. I do comedy mostly and entertainment stuff.
I love that. Okay. All right. Wait, and you said it's pronounced, is it Meaty?
Yeah, Meethi.
Meaty.
Yeah.
Did I say it right? Okay, correct me. I want to make sure I say things right. So you're amazing. You three queens. I'm so happy to have you all here. We're just going to have a good time. We're just going to talk and get to know each other and see if these kings can be eligible and meet your qualifications and criterion. But before that, let's go with this. What are you looking for in a real one? The gentlemen can already see you and hear you. You can't see them just yet. We might pull a unique format that the fans like sometimes, but I want to see what you are looking for. So I actually want to start with Jamesia. Jamesia, what are you looking for in a real one?
In a real one, I'm looking for someone who's God-fearing, caring, compassionate, ambitious, and intentional. That's what I'm looking for in a real one. Beautiful.
Okay, let's go to Anna.
I'm looking for someone who is intelligent, someone who is funny, and someone who is consistent.
Beautiful. Okay, we need that. Let's go to Meethi.
I'm looking for, I don't know. I feel like I'm just kind of here. I'm open to anything. I don't think I really know, but maybe someone who is genuine, funny, rich, hot, tall. That's all.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's all. Very simple. I want to start with Meethi. Then I'm going to flip it. What makes you a real one? What are some qualities that make you eligible for tall, rich, and all those great qualities?
I am tall. I am broke, so that makes me eligible. And I don't know. I'm silly. I don't know. Who
Okay.
knows?
No, she's at the comedy club for a reason. But I don't know if those are jokes. Are you keeping it real?
I am.
Wow.
100%. Why would I lie? Why would I lie? I'm
Well,
just,
thank
you know,
thank you for that
I,
honesty.
I like the thrill. I like the fun of it.
Yes, and that's beautiful, and that's why you're here. We appreciate that. Let's go to Anna. Anna, what are some qualities that make you a real one?
Well, I'm a good listener. I am empathetic, and I feel like most of the time I'm a therapist, or I feel like I am when I'm in a relationship.
Wow.
And I'm a good cook.
Okay. We might follow up on that as the brothers, hear more about that. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, what qualities make you a real one?
Some of the qualities that make me a real one are I'm compassionate, I'm very loyal, and hardworking.
Beautiful. Okay. Awesome. Now, before I get the brother in, I have one more question, and then we're going to have the king come on, and he just may turn his camera off. We might do things, ADA compliance. Not everybody can see everything, but they still are real ones. Let's take Stevie Wonder, for example. Stevie may not see you, but he can feel you. So we're going to start like Stevie. You're not going to see the king. We're going to start with a brother named Al, perhaps. So Al, make sure your camera's off. Make sure your camera's off. And then as we progress further, you will get to see the king. But we always want to see if, there's more to it than just, eyesight, even though God gave us eyes for a reason. But ladies, this question has to do with what would make you pop the balloon. In relationships, there are things that would make you look at this cool thing I paid for. It's so amazing. Look at this. Bam. Look at that. That's so cool, right? The heart breaking. So that symbolizes the connection not being established. So tell me, what are some things? Let's start with Jamesia. What are some things that would make you pop the balloon?
Something that would make me pop the balloon is if he is rude. That'd be first. Doesn't have any drive or ambition in life, really. Nonchalant. I don't. That's not the man for me. So that's just a few of my deal breakers.
Okay, very solid. Let's go to Meaty. What are some things that would make you pop the balloon?
Maybe like a womanizer. That would be a turnoff. Yeah, also rude. And like a bully. Mostly that, or like no ambition. Yeah.
Okay.
Very
small.
I feel the same way. Sorry, it's a lot of noise.
It's okay. Anna, what are some things that would make you pop the balloon?
I would say some of the things that would make me pop the balloon are if they are disloyal, and if they are not ambitious, if they don't have any goals in life, and if they can't teach me anything.
Okay. Got to be able to teach. That's very important. Okay, thank you for that. Well, ladies, it's about that time. It's about that time for you to be introduced to the king, your first king. You actually may have more than one in this remarkable experience. What I want to make clear is, first, we want to always give the brother a chance. Now, you don't see him, and we do that on purpose because sometimes as soon as the camera pops up, they just get to, okay, let me play it since I paid so much for it. They just start to pop. And it's like, whoa. Let's hear somebody out, although it's okay to, not be attracted. But we want to give this brother a chance. Now, over the course of some moments, I will then prompt you and ask you, is anyone ready to pop their balloon? And if so, then you will say the word pop. This will come up, and then we will move forward from there. But I'm excited. I think we're about to have a great time. We are definitely going to have a great time because this king is ready to converse with you. My kind sir, how you doing today? Al, I saw you unmuted yourself. Is your mic working? Kind sir, hello? Are you there? Oh boy. Okay, maybe he's maybe some technical difficulties. Not you, Mr. S. I'm gonna have you on next. I was trying to see if Al could pop in. Al, maybe it was working. Let's try this. Al, if you want to log out and come back in very quickly, and then if not, then we can have our other king. Let's see. Yeah, we can't hear. Okay. Yes, comes on. We can't hear. Log out and log. Thank you, folks, for technical difficulties. When I'm thanking you for the technical, thank you for being patient as we handle these technical difficulties. Maybe I'll ask you ladies a question because he's about to log back in. So in the meantime and in between time, let's go with. Okay, he's back. Let's try it. If not, then I'm gonna ask you a question. Al. Oh, not working. Uh-oh. Still can't hear you. Al, we can't hear you, my brother. Maybe that mic is malfunctioning. So I'll have another brother come on. And then Al, if you can get that worked out, then of course we want you on because you're here. So Al, we still can't hear you. Okay, it says device is not connected. Okay. I don't know what to tell you. Ladies, are you ready for your other king then? Yeah, I'm guessing so. Let's have king number one come on and do his thing. Saquan, how you doing?
Hello, I'm doing good. And yourself?
Wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us today. Would you share with these queens your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do?
Yes, my name is Saquan Carr. I am located in New York, and I am a fitness instructor.
Fitness instructor. Okay, beautiful. Share with these lovely ladies what makes you a real one.
What makes me a real one is that I care more about the inner being than anything else.
Okay.
So I feel like that, and then also, I'm very fun. Like I keep the spark alive.
We love that.
The initial spark that people have when they first get in relationships. If you're in a relationship with me, that spark never goes away.
Beautiful. Okay, that's a green flag. Let's go for this. What qualities are you looking for in a real one? These three queens that you see, what qualities are you looking for in them?
The qualities that I'm looking for in a queen is loving, can cook, and is always down for a party.
Down for a party. Okay. Now share with us, what are some things that would make you pop the balloon?
So what would make me pop the balloon is if someone says like an open relationship. I don't go that route.
Okay. So no, the polygamy and all that stuff, that's not going to work for you.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. You're a one woman man.
Sure, I am.
Okay. Share with us what and then I'm gonna ask the ladies this as well. What do you like to do for fun?
For fun, I like to try different restaurants.
Oh, okay. And food was mentioned by Anna. She said she liked to cook. So we're gonna get back to that. Let me just test really quick and see with Al. Saquan, we're gonna have you, but Al, can you speak for us?
Yeah. Am I on now?
You're perfect, Al. Yeah, we hear you.
Perfect.
Okay. We've done this before. You know what? I can make it crazy. In the interest of time, let's make it crazy. Ladies, can you handle two kings at the same time? Is that okay? I didn't want that to come off, and Lord, I didn't mean it. Anyway, Anna, do you want two or just one? Because I know. Well, Saquan is a one woman man. So maybe Al, let me have you on in a minute. I don't want him to feel like it's any crazy ruppling and things like that. So gotcha. Al, hold tight for me. Okay. Sorry, Saquan. Saquan, is that okay? You want them to yourself at the moment. Never mind.
So all right. I'm number two.
That's all good. Okay. So Saquan, did you already answer what you like to do for fun? You said cook.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, for fun, I like to try different restaurants.
That was it. And that was giving me in the mind of food. But let's ask the queens. Let's start with Anna. Anna, I didn't ask, what do you like to do for fun?
Sorry.
I like to go to events. I like to network.
What's going on?
And I like to write and do yoga for fun.
Beautiful. Okay. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, what do you like to do for fun?
Travel is first things first. Spend time with my family and friends. I'm very family oriented, and I'm actively learning how to play tennis from my mom. So awesome. That's something I like to stay active.
That's great. That's great. Anytime travel is mentioned with a smile, I like to ask, do you have your passport?
I do, and it has a few stamps on it already. So
Nice. Okay, very
looking to
good.
add more.
Very good. We love to hear that. Oh, the king is being shown. Saquan, make sure your camera is off. Ladies, I don't know if you caught that, but now it's kind of spoiled. I don't know if you get ladies, did you catch that already?
I did not.
Oh, okay. Okay, so there's still hope. Okay. Let's go to Miki. Did she freeze up? Oh boy, that connection at the comedy club might be tripping. Miti? Oh.
Hey, sorry, Wi-Fi's a little buggy. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. What do you like to do for fun?
I don't really have fun. Like, I do a lot of work. My work is fun, so that's awesome. Like, I make jokes and stuff, but I kind of just like watch YouTube videos during my downtime.
Okay. Okay. And that's okay. And that's why a king could be great in your life. It could spice up your life. And he said he'll always keep that fire burning as if when the first day you started dating. So that's a green flag. All right. Well, I want to see if Saquan has a question for these three lovely ladies. Any questions?
So the question that I have for you, ladies, is what are the red flags in a guy for you?
They kind of answered that, but maybe you didn't hear
Okay.
it.
So then, my question for you, ladies, are what would it be like? Would you guys be down to? When are you, ladies, down to meet the parents? Because, yeah. So,
okay.
Yeah, because I'm saying that just because my parents are very they want to know who I'm dating.
Okay, let's start with Anna.
I guess I would be open to meeting the friends or whoever they want me to meet after we've actually been official for maybe a couple months.
And when you say a couple months, do you mean actually 2, or that could be that more 3, 4?
Probably 3 or 4.
Oh, okay.
Because I want to see a little bit more consistency.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you don't want to meet him too soon, and then hearts broke. Okay, I see that.
Yeah.
I see that. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, answer to his question.
I feel like the right time to meet parents, I kind of agree with Anna, is kind of I say longer than 3 months, maybe 4 to 6 months. And it's funny that he said that about parents, because that's something that I actually value, is the relationship that a man has with his mother, or parents. So, yeah, that's my answer.
Very valid. Okay. Let's go to Miti.
So I've never been in a real relationship, so I don't really know when the right time is. I feel like just whenever it happens, I feel like I've randomly met a guy's parents, just randomly. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, sorry, this might not be the right answer, but I don't know. I think just when it feels right is how I would say. Yeah.
Okay, that's valid. Saquan, do those answers work for you? Saquan?
Yes, say it one more time.
Did you hear those queens' responses?
Yeah, I did. Yes.
Okay, and do those answers work for you?
Yeah, they do.
Now, when do you want to meet the parents, meet the folks?
I feel like we should do a dinner with both parents, both sides. It should be at the same time.
Oh wow! At what point in the relationship? Weeks in, days in, day of.
I want to say within 3 months.
Within 3 months.
Yes.
Okay. And that leads me to a very essential question that can help determine the outlook and perspective that people have towards dating. When was your last relationship? So I'll start with you, Saquan, and then I'll even tie in did you meet this person's parents, depending on how long it was. When was your last relationship?
So my last relationship was 2 years ago.
Okay.
And I did not meet their parents, but they met my parents.
Oh, okay. Why did you not meet their parents?
It's just because we never went to their where they lived at. It was mainly because my parents wanted to meet theirs, and I don't know, their parents wasn't adamant on that.
Okay. Would you say? Do you want to share? We normally ask, when was your last relationship? Why did it end? And are you healed? So, do you mind sharing why it ended?
It ended just because they got a job offer, and it was pretty much to work on a cruise boat, and so it was a not like an 8 month contract, and it just seems like when you can tell like someone is detaching from you, and I don't know, we was at different points in our life, and I think that was like we just separated.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. Let's go to Anna. Anna, when was your last relationship? Why did it end? If you don't mind sharing, and are you healed?
My last relationship was a couple months ago. But yes, I am healed from that.
Okay. You said you're healed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You didn't share why it ended, though. You're okay with that?
Oh, so they were still working with their ex.
Oh, they were still working with their ex?
Yeah. So yeah, I didn't think that was a good sign.
Okay. Okay, I understand. Wow. If you had, and this is just kind of going on a slight tangent, if you had been like, "Hey, I like you, but you were with the ex, can you get a new job?" Would you ask that, or you weren't comfortable asking that?
He was the owner of the business.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. You could have fired her, but I understand. All right. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, when was your last relationship? Why did it end? And are you healed?
My last relationship was in 2023. Why it ended, we both mutually agreed that we were better off as friends. I believe chemistry is like energy. It can't be created or destroyed. You either have it or you don't. And I'm definitely healed.
Okay. I can see your educator in you. That was, yeah, law of conservation of energy. I like that. Meaty, well, you've never been in a relationship, you said. Maybe, have you ever been attracted to someone in a way that you went out on a date or two, and some call it a situationship? Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, there's so much chaos going on right now. Yes, I have. It's not for a lack of ability. Like, I could be in a relationship if I want to, but my standards are pretty high. I'm kind of focused on like what I do on during my time on Earth, than on like a relationship or building something that doesn't feel like it's legit. Like for me, like I go for a connection, and like I like to feel that spark. And so those types of relationships, I don't really feel like have like constraints. I feel like they're more so just like you just follow your heart, it comes and goes, and I'm just gotten better at healing from them quicker because I know who I am.
Okay. Okay, very good. All right. Those are all great responses. We can go a little deeper. Or Saquan asked the queens a question. I want to now throw it to the ladies. Ladies, do you have any questions for this king?
I do. I wanted to ask, do you have any children? And if so, how many?
She went for it.
I do not have any kids. Okay. I have kids, but they're not developed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They love that one. Wow. Demetria, you got that one? Okay. Yeah. Anna, do you have a question?
How old are you?
I am 32.
Okay. So like, are you like born and raised in New York? And like, also like, what do you do?
No, I was born and raised in Texas, and I am currently right now, I am a Orange fitness instructor.
Okay.
Okay. You want a fitness instructor, Anna? That works for you?
Orange fitness, yeah. Orange theory.
Orange theory. Okay. All right. All right. Meaty, did you have a question for him?
Yeah. What got you into fitness?
Just because I feel like once you start like the endorphins and all, like there's like a high from being once you get into your fitness. That's like no other. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it's true. It's true. And I think that leads to a great question that we can ask everyone. Thank you, Jamesia, for that about children. Saquan, do you want children in the future?
I do.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to Anna. Anna, do you want children? Oh, well, first, do you have children?
No, I don't have kids
Do you want children in the future?
with the right person.
Of course, with the real one. Yes, indeed. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, do you have children?
I do
I
not.
don't. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're okay. So, Jamesia, you said you don't?
I do not.
Okay. Do you want children in the future?
I do.
Okay. All right. And then, Meaty, do you have children?
Sorry. I don't. I have a cat.
Okay. Do you want human children in the future?
With the right person, yes.
With a real one. Okay. 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 And I do appreciate the queen saying with the right person because many do have children with the wrong people, but I don't know how many would say they're wrong at the time of uh, doing the do. But that's another sermon for another time. Okay. Well, I do want to start to narrow this down to a degree. I don't want to make anybody pop just yet, but I like to get just a feeler and see what's going on. Saquon, are you still feeling these three lovely ladies?
I am. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, they're lovely indeed. BT, are you feeling this king? Okay, all right, all right. Jamesia, feeling this so far? Can we go deeper?
So far.
Okay, and Anna.
Sure.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll go a few steps forward. It starts to get a little spicier. The road may get a little bumpier, but just know we'll be okay. Let's go for a question like this. This is always well. Okay, we'll keep it a little lighter spice, but this normally can cause some pops. Let's go with smoking. Swan, do you smoke?
I do not smoke.
Okay. Are you okay with a
I
partner
do
that
smoke, but like like here and there.
socially? Okay, so it's
Yeah.
not smoke weed every day.
Yeah, mainly if I do, like as far as like weed, I do like I'd rather do an edible.
Okay, okay. And no, do you do any ciggies, as the kids call it? I hate that the kids call
No
it.
vapes.
Okay, okay. What about drinking?
Drinking. Let's toast to a good time. Cheers to the weekend. And so
Okay.
yes, yes.
Are you okay with a partner that maybe does smoke weed, does vape, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, as far as that goes, I don't care what my partner does as long as they can control it because it's not really what you do, it's how you do it and how you should be able to control whatever you're doing.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's not the smoking of crack, but it's how much crack. No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's
Yeah,
go. To,
and when it cracks.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lord forgive me. Let's go to Anna. Anna, do you smoke?
I don't smoke.
Okay. Okay. Do you drink?
I don't drink either.
Okay. Are you okay with someone that wants to toast it up to a good time?
Um, like drinking?
Yeah, like toast.
Yeah,
Toast.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. And
But
what about if
probably
they?
not like probably not smoking weed though.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, do you? And really quick. Oh, okay. You already answered it. Jamesia, do you smoke
I do not smoke anymore.
anymore? Okay. Are you okay with someone that does smoke?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna say no because that is a part of my life that I put behind me. I'm growing up, I'm maturing, so that's not something that I want to partake in anymore.
Okay.
So I feel like it would be kind of hard to stay on the course when I have a partner who does that, something that I'm trying to get away from.
Right. Right. So we're not going to make it specific to Saquon just yet, but he said he doesn't really smoke, but an edible here and there. Is that something you could handle?
Mm-mm.
Oh,
Are you saying
No
can
edible?
well,
I
not
take
you
it or
eating.
can he?
No, not you eating the edible, but like if you walk into the kitchen at midnight and he's in there cutting up a little piece of the brownie.
That's on him,
Okay.
you know.
Is that okay?
If he can handle it, I guess.
You can handle it. Usher said it best. Can you
Can you
handle it?
ladies
What happened, Saquon?
Yeah, I was saying, can you ladies hear me? Because I was gonna say also, like I like to do shrooms.
Oh,
Just because I feel like it takes you on a trip. It's not always bad. But it's really nice to do it with your partner. Like y'all both go on a trip together.
Oh, well, if they're not comfortable going on that trip,
No,
unless
like are you ladies comfortable with shrooms?
okay, we'll finish that with Jamesia. Jamesia, are you comfortable with the shrooms?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
I that's a that makes you
Yeah,
hallucinate.
psychedelic,
Yeah.
hallucinogen. Yeah.
No.
Wow. All right.
I'm
Well,
not partaking in that.
we'll get back to that. Let's go to Anna before we go to Miti. Anna, are you willing to go on a trip and not to Italy with this king?
I would probably take the trip to Italy than a
Okay.
trip with the shrooms.
Okay. Okay. Understood. All right. Yeah, I think Italy sounds better, but let's see. Maybe Saquan can work his magic. And yeah. Anyway, Miti, I didn't get to ask you. Do you smoke?
I occasionally smoke weed because I work in a creative field. It helps a little bit, and alcohol sometimes, not too much.
Okay. You're
Yeah.
okay with a person that smokes, drinks, and does some shrooms to go on a trip?
Yeah, I think like within moderation, everything is fine. Like I find it kind of unattractive if someone drinks a lot and can't handle it. Or yeah, just like vomits or whatever. But shrooms, I completely support. I think that it's awesome, and I don't know. I feel like within reason, of course. But
Oh,
yeah,
so you've gone on some trips.
yeah, of course. Yeah, I think that they're really beneficial. I think it really helps with a lot of things, and I think if I were to trip with a partner, it would help me see them better.
Wow. Wow. Okay. Saquan, does that sound like music to your ears or
That does
vegetables?
like my ears. But just a question: why don't you consider shrooms a drug? I mean, not a drug.
Oh, I consider it a drug. I do. I think that there's like just drugs. There's just so much more nuance to drugs than like what we've been taught. And I just think that there are some drugs that are beneficial to like humanity, and I think shrooms are one of them. Ayahuasca, DMT is one of them. Weed is one of them, but I think it's all within moderation, and I think we've lost, like, as society has progressed, we've lost the constraints that help keep it like in good use. But yeah, I mean, it's a drug, but I think it could be good. It's not like crack or heroin or fentanyl.
All right. Saquan, does that work for you?
That works.
Wow. Okay. Well, I'm going to swing it to the queens because, in the interest of time, I don't have to go to some of the questions I was going to ask. So, Anna, after here, and that's why we ask the essentials. After hearing about the use of mushrooms and not on a pizza, how do you feel? Are you willing to pop? Do you want to keep hearing them out? Because how do you feel?
Like about taking them or like
No. We're kind of off that. I want you to kind of gather all that you've heard. We ended out with the usage of psychedelics. Does that make you want to pop the balloon, or do you want to keep hearing him out?
oh okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna pop.
Okay. All right. And that's okay because the popping of the balloon is what it is. Tell us why you're breaking your heart.
Um, because I don't think it would last a long time, like the relationship itself, if we ever got together. First of all, because I don't do drugs and he does, and I don't think we are compatible.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, very good. Now, based on other things he said outside of the drugs, is he someone that's your type? What he said?
Outside of that, personality wise, I don't really know him that well. Like I haven't really spoken to him outside. So, but
Hard to
from
say.
what I've known or like what he's shared so far, um, I would say that's it.
Okay. All right. Thank you for
Yeah.
that. Taquan, now you've seen how lovely this lady is and also heard some things about her. Is she someone that's your type?
I'm gonna say no,
Okay.
just because because of the whole drug situation.
Okay.
Like, I believe like I believe everything is a drug, and I think what we like, just like the main ones, like it doesn't. It's all about the person that that does the drug and how they control it. So I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah.
think they're bad. I mean, I think they're bad. Well, I can't speak for all drugs, but I don't think people can criticize one better than the other one.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I heard about some guys breaking in a coffee shop. Give me the caffeine. Give me the caffeine, because caffeine's a drug. They do that
Yes.
kind of thing. All right. It's a real thing. So Anna, we have another king that is ready for you. So I don't want to leave you on screen if you already popped. So you just wait in the waiting area, and we're going to have you on in a few moments. Okay. We got another king. I want you to find a real one, Anna. You deserve a real one. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, after taking it all in, are you ready to go on a trip or pop and dip?
Pop and dip.
Okay. She's gonna pop. She's gonna pop. Tell us why you are popping.
It would be because of the drug usage as well. Now, again, there's no judgment, but that's not something that I'm looking for, and I don't want to take that away from him. So I just feel like that's not someone that I'm personally looking for.
Okay. Based on other things that he said outside of shroom usage, is he someone? Could he be your type?
Possibly. I do like the fact that he's into fitness because I am athletic and I am competitive. So I feel like that's somewhere where we could have possibly bonded. He's not that much older than me. So possibly.
Okay. Saquan, now you see this lovely lady and you've heard what she has to say. Is she, besides the shrooms, is she someone that's your type?
Yeah, I think we're gonna I think once we get together and she sees how I am on a shroom, how I do whatever I do, it'll change.
Oh.
I can wear her heart.
Okay. But you said you like to do it with your partner. So
I can compromise on anything, not just that. So like if that's not the case, then I can do it alone as well.
Oh, do you see him willing to compromise and maybe put the shrooms to the side? Could that change anything?
I mean, if we're going to be in a relationship, then we have to learn how to compromise with not just that shroom situation, but with anything.
Mm-hmm. It's true. Jamesia?
That's true. I'm glad he said that because at first it was kind of given like he didn't want to budge on that, that like he was adamant about I like shrooms, they're not bad, but yeah.
So you're content with your heartbreak.
I'm content. Yes.
Okay. Well, we sure do appreciate you. We have another king ready for you, Jamesia. So don't go too far, and you'll stay in our sight. So we appreciate you. Okay. So what we're gonna do? We're down to these wonderful individuals here. Miti, how are you feeling thus far with this? You're down to the one.
I feel okay. I feel a little sad that Saquan was interested in Jamesia, and now I'm just the last one left.
Well, let's see what Saquan is feeling. Saquan, you have this lovely lady. She's got jokes. She's tall. She's broke. How are you feeling?
I feel really good about her. And it wasn't. What I do like about her is when she said that that shrooms are not bad, but. So that was like, okay, wow. Like, so she's willing to try, I can tell she's willing to try different things. And like, she's willing to compromise.
And that's important.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I got to go for a few essentials. I got to do my job properly. Let's go for a question. We'll just go for a spicy one out the gate as we have another king waiting. Religion. Let's start with Miti this time. We haven't heard too much from her. Miti, are you a religious person? Does religion play a part in your life?
I love God. I'm not like subscribed to any particular religion. I was raised Hindu, but like I love like studying other religions. I find Christianity to be really fascinating. Yeah, pretty open-minded about religion.
Okay. So, and you're open to dating people of other religions and faiths? Okay. Let's sing it to Saquan. Saquan, are you a spiritual person?
I am not.
Okay.
I don't believe that there is no God, or I don't believe in that world.
Okay, so you wouldn't even say you're spiritual.
I'm not spiritual or religion.
Okay, got it. Okay, are you open to dating someone like Miti that perhaps is kind of like spiritual? Yeah. Okay. Got it. Now let's go for that other. Michi, does that work for you? That he has no faith in any.
Yeah, I'll convert him.
Oh, okay. Okay. Saquan, are you open to being converted? Saquan, you open to being converted?
Let the power of Christ.
Am I open to being converted? So she practiced Hindu. Is that correct?
That's what she started with. Now she's kind of open. She finds Christianity fascinating.
Truth be told, I mean, if when we get together and like she convinces me, like I see how she is with it, and if it works for me, then I'm willing to. I will be willing to convert or start that religion or spirituality. So yes, I'm gonna say yes.
Wow, that's a big compromise. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Compromise.
Okay, you said it. You said it. You're practicing what you preach. Let's see. Okay. Let's go for this one. Spicy politics. Let's start with Saquan. Saquan, are you a political person?
I am a political person.
Okay. Do you want to specify or?
I am a Republican.
Okay. Are you open to someone of differing political views?
Yeah, most definitely. But it's yeah, I am.
Okay.
I am.
But in your heart, it's MAGA.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. Meaty. Kind of laughing there, Meaty. Politically, where are you?
Well, I feel like we need to overthrow the government. Like, I feel like both parties are awful. But my parents voted MAGA. I did not. But I'm definitely open to hearing your perspective.
Okay. All right. Does that work for you, Saquan?
Yes, sir. It does. It does. And actually, no. Truth be told, the more I think about it, I wouldn't say Republican, but the last election I did vote for Republican, more so. But I'm not like, what is it called when like you'll go with either party?
More moderate.
Yeah, like you would choose like you choose either like I can't remember. Like, I think non-conforming or whatever it's called. But yeah, so like I mean, the next election, if the Democrat, the person that's running for president for Democrat is better, then and I like their views, then I will vote for them. So it's like I'm with. I don't have one side.
Okay. You can lean either way and see maybe the positives or negatives in both.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Me T, that works for you?
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense, actually.
Okay. Well, we're gonna start to narrow it down because we have queens that are waiting. We have a new king that called in, one of my OGs. That is a real one, but we have a gentleman before him. So I'm trying to expedite here. Do you have any essential questions for each other? Miti, do you have an essential for Saquan?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of like what I could ask has been answered, and I feel like just hearing his perspective and like the open-mindedness is awesome. And I find him to be very fascinating. So yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Saquan, any questions for her?
The question that I have for you: are you willing to like live separately? Like you have your own apartment and I have my own apartment. But like,
yeah, of course. Yeah, it's too early to like think about that. Also, I feel like.
No, I'm saying forever.
Forever.
Yeah, like we never lived together. Like we don't move in together. Like we have our own separate space always. Would you be down for that?
Like forever live separately?
Yeah, maybe like until we.
What?
He's saying yes.
That's crazy.
I mean,
that's crazy. You lost me.
Let's say we moved into a 2-bedroom and like I had like you stayed in one room and I stayed in one room.
I feel like the noise in my vicinity is drowning you out for a reason.
Does that mean you want to pop the balloon, Miti?
I
mean,
here what I'm trying to say, like not forever, but like the 1 year, like not until we like look into marriage.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Wait, 1 year into marriage?
No, one like.
Yeah, like I feel like while we're dating, like not living together, but like eventually maybe living together to see how we get along.
Okay.
This is quite interesting. the noise and things. I don't know what's going on really. I don't know if we're being heard clearly. So Saquan, okay, now that her audio is it's kind of hard to hear. So maybe it looks like she's trying to go somewhere else. Maybe. Yeah, she deep in the club. She deep in the club. Wait, but Saquan, so you're saying a year before? Okay, so say you propose to her tonight. You're saying for that year you don't want to move in together, and then after marriage you would move in, right, Saquan? Or no?
After marriage.
I'm making sure, Meaty, because I want to make sure he's clear. And thank you for moving. Now we can hear you more clearly.
Sorry about that.
No, it's all good. So wait, we got this, Saquan? Do we know what's going on? Saquan, are you there? Did you go to your other apartment? Okay, maybe he's Lord. Okay.
It's bombshell.
Yeah, that was deep. Saquan, are you there? Okay, maybe
I think he broke. I think he popped the balloon.
He didn't say it. I normally like to hear that 3-letter word, P-O-P. Oh, Saquan. Oh, okay. Maybe he
rejected me.
Maybe he rejected. I don't like that. Normally you gotta, thug it out. But okay, well, we have other kings ready. So I have my other 2 queens that are ready to go. Maybe he'll call back in. Maybe the connection dropped. So if he can come back on, we'll get that going. But let's have our other queens come on then. Maybe that gentleman just realized what he was saying and started reflecting. Queens, really quick, I want to speak to what he just stated. I'll go to Meaty last because she already kind of said her position on it. Anna, would that work for you? Because at first he had said like never move in together. You just live separately and I guess meet up sometimes at the local motel. What are your thoughts on that, Anna?
Who is this guy again?
The Saquan, the gentleman who is on and you popped his balloon.
Oh, I already popped his balloon, right?
No, of course. Yeah, I'm asking you, did you hear what he was saying in regard to having 2 separate apartments forever? And
okay.
That wouldn't work for you, or would that work for you?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I was just asking out of curiosity. Jamesia, would that work for you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah. And then Meaty, obviously that didn't work for you. Okay. And it looks like he came back on. I'm only doing this super quick. Saquan, are you there?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Okay. So I don't know what's going on between you and Meaty. Meaty, do you want to move forward with 2 apartment king?
I think I'll pop the balloon.
Oh, okay. All right. Popping. Okay. Do you want to tell us why you're popping?
I feel like I was interested until I feel like Saquon.
Did you hear what I said? I said that I was saying until marriage, like 1 year in the relationship, not like automatically like just move in, like when we feel like the relationship is going good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I get what you're saying, but it's also like from my perspective, hearing that is like a guy is saying like, let me see how much I can get away with, because I'm not fully invested. And so it's like pulling things out of your butt kind of to just kind of just deflect. And so that's why I'm popping the balloon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Saquan, did you want to show yourself? We do have other lovely ladies watching, and they could maybe once some of these 3 queens see you, it's like, oh dang, that's my man. Let me snatch him up. Do you want to show yourself?
I am going to pass.
Okay. All right. Well, Saquan, you're a real one. We appreciate you, and we want to get you a real one. So we'll see what we can do for you in the future.
Thank you, sir. Y'all have a blessed one.
Have a good one. Thank you. All right. I hope y'all didn't break his heart. He didn't want to show himself, ladies. Oh, come on. Yeah, and I think one of my favorite real ones just asked a great questions. How would they cook if they didn't live with me? And it's that cooking. It's important. Some of the kings that want a queen to cook for them, gotta live together. So unless doing like a sponsor us a factor situation, maybe y'all could mail the meals to Saquan. Maybe that's something out of my pay grade. All right, well, we have another king. I don't want to delay anything, ladies. I kind of want you to see the king. Would y'all rather just Y'all want to see him straight on? You want to see him straight up? Okay, Jamesia's, that's a hard yes. So King, Al, turn your camera on. You've been patient. So we can just get down to the nitty gritty, and that word serves better for everyone because then I have another king after. So let's just go right into it. I have another king. Here he is, Mr. Al B. Al, how you doing, kind sir? You're muted. I want to be able to hear you because you're looking fresh, man. You got the blingage. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Welcome to a real one. Would you share with these lovely ladies your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do?
All right. My name's Albert. I'm 39. I'm based in New York City, and I'm a software engineer.
Oh, a software engineer. Okay. Share with us what makes you a real one.
What makes me a real one? I'd say I'm ambitious. I'm playful. I'm genuine. I'm smart. I'm always working on myself. And I'm always working to improve, not just myself, but also like the relationship that I'm in with my partner.
I love that. Okay, now share with us what qualities are you looking for? We got 3 queens here, my man. What qualities would you like to see in them?
Someone who is also playful, someone who's bubbly, ambitious. That's a big one. Someone who's a best friend, someone who's empathetic. Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. In relationships, Al, there are things that could make you pop the balloon. So tell me some of the things that would make you pop.
Yeah, definitely someone who's emotionally unavailable. Someone who doesn't accept me for who I am. Avoidant, I would say, is maybe same as emotionally unavailable.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And what are some things you like to do for fun?
I love to rock climb. And I'm learning, I don't know if I really enjoy it yet, but I'm learning to do bachata and and just taking classes, trying to get better at it. Yeah.
I love that. Okay. Yeah, that's definitely a green flag, especially for a lot of queens. They love to dance and do those kind of things. All right. Well, I want to see if any of the lovely ladies have a question for Al B. Anybody have a question for him? Okay, doesn't look like it yet. Al, let me ask you this question. I already asked the queens. Did you hear their responses in the previous segment?
Yeah, I was listening.
Okay, so you kind of have some insight into children and things like that. I want to ask you, do you have any children?
I don't.
Okay, are you looking to have children in the future?
Similar answer with the right person.
Okay, yeah. Right, a real one.
It's not a hard yes or a hard no. Yeah.
Okay. Now let me ask you this. This is important, and this could tie into a question I ask a little later. But would you have children before you're married, or would you be married then have children?
I think maybe I'm a little more traditional in the sense that I'd rather be married first and then have children.
Yeah. I believe that's the most logical approach, but some would crucify me for that. Let's go. So with the right one. Okay, I like that. Ladies, really quick. Oh,
no, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good. What were you gonna say, brother?
I just think it's more important to have the kid be in like a solid family dynamic.
1000%. Absolutely. Yeah. The way God intended. Let's go for this. Do you have a question for these 3 queens?
What was the biggest thing you learned from your last relationship?
Ooh, I like that. Let's start with me, T. Best thing you learned from your last relationship. Yeah.
So, well, I think, I don't know. I feel like, so the last situationship type of thing that I was in, like, it's been a lot about self-love. And I think just kind of not seeking external validation. Even though like I felt validated and everything like that, and also like setting certain standards for myself. So in like the last few situationships I've been in, it's been like seeking some sort of validation. Like I didn't even realize, like, struggling through my own mental health problems. And so that's what drew me to some of these guys who happen to be toxic, but also very validating. And just realizing that my worth doesn't come from like these words or what anyone can tell me or whatever, but it just comes from how I navigate situations. And that's where like it's just how anyone responds to those sort of circumstances. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's silly, but something that I learned.
No, you're keeping it real. Thank you for that. Yeah, let's go to Anna.
I think one of the things that I've learned is to always like trust your gut, and that like some of the things that you think are painful are good learning experiences for future relationships, where you can kind of look at those experiences and kind of grow from it.
Okay, a lot going on in the kitchen, perhaps Anna, but I think we were able to hear. Steve, Al, you were able to hear that.
A little bits and pieces of it.
Okay, could it be any clearer, Anna? If you're maybe, do you have a closer to your mic, or because you were saying some truth? I know you were dropping some knowledge.
Are you able to hear me a little better?
Is that better, Al?
Yeah.
Maybe Anna, give it to us one more time. Maybe a summary.
Okay. So I guess like one of the things I would say is um, like the past relationships are like especially like the painful ones are like more growing experiences or like learning experiences for your future relationships. Um, and I would just take it as like knowledge.
Okay,
Yeah.
take it as knowledge, a learning experience, something to
Yeah.
grow from. Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
Let's go to Jamisia.
One thing that my last relationship taught me was grace. Um, and in that, I had to learn that I can't be upset with someone because they don't view things how I view things or see things the way that I see things. So that was one thing that I did take from my last relationship, that you can't get mad at someone because they don't have the same viewpoint as me. Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, it's true too. Al, I want you to answer that question. What's the best thing you learned from your last relationship?
To choose yourself, not in like a selfish way, but you can't be present in a relationship unless you're taking care of yourself.
Very true. Very true. Yeah. Very valid. Okay, we're moving along, ladies. Did you develop a question for this king? Did you develop a question? Good.
Al, what do you do for fun?
Some of the things I mentioned: rock climbing, bachata. I like going to comedy clubs, Comedy Cellar. I've been to plenty of times. What else? Going out, hanging out with friends. Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Et, that sounds good to you? Okay. You're at the comedy club right now. You could swing on to wait. Y'all are both in New York? Oh, snap. Okay. We'll see what happens. Well, I mean, Virginia's not far. Los Angeles is a little far, but you know, Anna has a podcast. You could do an episode out in New York. Let's see. I'll do my job a little, and I'll even ask a question I haven't asked anybody yet to make it a little fresh. We'll start with Al, though. Al, what is your love language? Meaning the way you like to be loved.
Yeah. I would say physical touch, words of affirmation. What are all of them? Gift giving is on the bottom. Acts of service is in the middle. I'm missing one. There's 5.
Quality
right?
time.
Quality, yeah. So I would say my top 3 are physical touch, quality time, and words of affirmation.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
It's really a package deal how that works. You know, you're watching Netflix. Hey, can you go get that popcorn for me? You go get the popcorn. You come back and say, sure, you fine thing. You know, it all goes together. That's great. Let's go to Anna. Anna, your love language. You're muted, Anna. We can't hear you.
Hello, can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would say my love language is quality time, and then the gift giving, and then words of affirmation.
Okay.
Actually, I'm not really sure what the rest of them are.
Yeah.
So
Well, I was just saying that there's physical touch, and then the other one you didn't mention, I believe, is did you say acts of service? I think you said that.
actually, not acts of service. Like I don't really care too much about that. Like yeah,
Okay. All right.
yeah. I
Interesting.
mean,
Thank you
like
for that. Okay, let's
yeah.
start with Jamesia. Jamesia, your love language. How do you like to be loved?
My first one would be quality time. I value that a lot. Physical touch would be next. Acts of service, following words of affirmation. And acts of service is it's not all about the gift giving. It could just be. I like when people are intentional. It shows me that they're thoughtful. It's the little things with me. So yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Let's go to Miti, your love language.
Uh, I love acts of service. Like personally, like giving it because there's something about like just listening to someone and like showing it just like tickles me. So I also like receiving it because I think it takes like effort. But like quality time, of course. Like I think words of affirmation going beyond that and like actually like helping someone process things. Like I think that's like a fun love language. I don't know. Gift giving is in there, but like like I feel like acts of service can kind of cover that. And yeah, physical touch also. But I'm like also like I've been celibate for 4 years, so like physical touch is like not on my radar, but it would obviously be in there. But it would just
Okay.
take someone that I really trust to like be there.
Absolutely, and I think that's valid. I think that's healthy. That's a good
Is it?
practice to have. Yeah, yeah, to a degree. Let's go to Al in terms of your last relationship. When was your last relationship? How long did it last? If you want to share why it ended, please do. And then, are you healed?
Yeah, so my last relationship was 6 months ago. It lasted about a year, and it ended because we wanted to move at different paces or different speeds, and we wanted different things out of the relationship.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. Would you say that you are healed?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. This is a question I haven't asked anyone yet. I kind of asked you, Al, but it was indirect. Have you ever been married?
No.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
Yes.
All right. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, have you ever been married?
I have not.
Okay. Would you like to be married in the future?
Absolutely.
All right. Anna, have you ever been married?
No, but I was engaged before, and I broke it off.
You broke it off. Okay. So would you like to be married in the future?
Yeah.
Okay. I think Miti might be ready for us. Miti, have you ever been married?
I've never been married, no,
Okay.
but
Would you like to be married in the future?
would love to. It's my
Okay.
dream. Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. Well, we're hoping a connection can be established. And remember, people watching, they have their IGs. So if you are a little too shy to call in, you can slide in those DMs. A lot of successful relationships have blossomed from a simple slide in the DM because as Yo Gotti said, it goes down in the DM. What a terrible reference. Okay. Let's see. Any questions from the ladies? Ladies, any questions? Okay.
I'm sorry, I do.
Yeah.
What is your relationship like with your mother?
Mm.
My relationship with my mother is one of great respect. I really admire what she sacrificed to raise 3 kids. I would say, coming from a very traditional Asian family, love is not really the word I would use to describe my relationship with my mom. But that's why I use like respect and admire. But it's a different kind of love. It's not like love in the Western sense. Yeah.
That's deep. Wow. Thank you for that too. It's always insightful, the cultural differences and dynamics and how everybody can blend that. Wow. Jamesia, does that answer work for you?
Does it work for me?
Yeah.
I admire that he admires his mom and respects her. I do like that.
Okay.
but it's yeah, I'm just gonna say it works.
I can see some, the marination isn't really settling in into. So maybe I'll ask this. This is a really good question. Okay, let me first ask Meety and Anna. Meety and Anna, do you feel that the question that gets asked, how's your relationship with your mom? Do you feel that's a valid question? Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a valid question. Yeah.
Okay, Anna, what about you?
Yeah, I think she's. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Jamisi, I think that's a great question because it can speak to how, of course, the dynamic, how someone treats their mom can sometimes show signs of how you'll treat the queen. Is that why you asked it, Jamisia?
Yes, that's
Okay.
kind of like a telltale for me sometimes. So that's one thing I did want to ask him.
Okay. So I wanted to establish that groundwork, so I never like to assume. So now I'm going to ask Al a question that Jamisia might wonder, maybe or not. I'm sure wondering it. Since Al, you said it's a different type of love than what we know here in the Western sense of love, maybe all lovey dovey, huggy huggy. I'll go get you ice cream after the baseball game. Would you be able to love your Western woman, as all of these three queens are on the West side in terms of continent? Would you be able to love them in that way, or would it be like, oh no, I respect my wife with a different kind of love? How would that work?
Uh, I definitely would not treat my wife or my girlfriend or my partner the same way I view my mom. Definitely, like I would certainly hope to admire them, but I mean, I am a third culture kid. I grew up in two different cultures, and the way I've loved past partners has been more of like a Western way. So it's specifically the relationship that I have with my family is you know is that I view them that way. I'm very close with my mom. We communicate with each other all the time, but it's not a like we never I've she's never said I loved you, and I don't think I ever hugged her till I was like 30. So
What?
it's a very different kind of relationship, but we communicate all the time and we care about each other greatly. So it's very different. And she'll do anything. She'll move mountains just to help me out with whatever, and I'll do the same. But it's a very different relationship.
Thank you for that, Al. No, that's very insightful and educational, and that's we love that on the program. That's the beauty of a real one. We have people calling on from all over the world, but we appreciate that. Jamicia, does that make sense? Could obviously that's a green flag. He's gonna love you down like a black queen should be loved down. Okay, but anyway, any questions? We have Jamicia. That was a great question. Meaty or Anna? Any questions?
I don't have any questions, but I do have a comment that I want to say. I actually wasn't able to really have like a full on conversation with my dad until like I was like 20, like 24 or something. Simply because like um, he just wasn't approachable. Um, and
Yeah.
like we would just like we just weren't able to talk like
Mm,
that. But I think it's like a Asian family thing.
mm,
Um, but later, like we kind of like sat down, like me and my mom, and I told her what my problems were, and we were able to kind of talk it out. And now we're able to like kind of have like longer conversations, of course. But like, yeah,
wow. Thank you for sharing that, Anna. Wow, this is
yeah.
I guess from my myopic view of only knowing what I know, it seems a little sad. But if that's all you know, do you feel that was healthy, or do you feel, of course, culture is culture, but do you feel that is a dynamic that you appreciated, or do you wish you and Al perhaps you wish it was more good, more embracive, more we can talk at any time from baby to now?
I think like for myself at least, like I think it has more to do with like I wanted to like make my parents happy, like when I was younger, and like I did everything that I wanted or they wanted me to do, and I wasn't really able to share like how I felt about it, um, and that kind of made me feel like I couldn't talk to them.
Okay. All right.
So I think that was what it was. But yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Al. Al, do you appreciate that, how that came about, that relationship, or do you wish it was different?
I mean, I totally relate. My relationship with my dad is very similar. It's not as there's not as open of a channel as there is with my mom. Um, and I think I think I would have different expectations, or I would even not mind as much if I grew up in China or Taiwan or Hong Kong versus growing up here where I'm exposed to a different way of love, and then not receiving that from my parents, then I get frustrated or upset or whatever because the media has told me I should be receiving love one way versus another. um, so I think it would have been different if I grew up in a different culture, but I would, having grown up here, I would have preferred more communication. Yeah.
Okay. And thank you for that. That's just y'all keeping it real. I love y'all for that, and that's appreciated. Okay, well, we want to start to narrow it down because we have one more king that's been in the wing, ready to cling to his queen. Okay, I'm trying to wrap. Meaty, do you have a question?
I don't, but I do have a comment. Like initially, Al, like when you were speaking like about like your relationship with your mom, I was like reading through the nuances, and I feel like like I see how you appreciate her, and you gave like a very appropriate response. And it's also nice to see that like it wasn't perfect, and you can acknowledge that because I think that that's really important. But yeah, I relate to what you're saying also, and I feel like sometimes what's great about how they grew up, like in their own countries and whatever. Like I'm an immigrant, but like I didn't get to grow up around people who could relate. And we could communicate and like find like community and like solace and like humor in it. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's it.
Yeah. No, thank you for that. Yeah, and thank you, Al, for keeping it real. I already went to Jamesia again. Al, do you have a question for these three lovely ladies? If not, we're going to start to narrow it down.
I think I'm good.
All right. They're three lovely ladies. Yeah, it was definitely a remarkable time had thus far. So let's go for an essential. I already asked them. So I want to ask you. Oh, no, I haven't asked them. Let's go with, no, well, I did. Religion. I only asked Meaty because I think the other two were not there. So let's start with Al. Al, are you a religious person? Do you want a partner that's religious? How does that dynamic work?
I'm not religious, but I grew up Catholic, Christian, and Buddhist. So kind of a mix because my parents were different, and then also like my friends were all in youth group, so I was like, okay, I'll be in youth group. But I would say if I had to identify with one, I would say Buddhist. I meditate pretty regularly, and I really identify with like the Buddhist principles. But I would say spiritual. Like I'm not. I would say spiritual.
Okay. I want to start with Anna. Anna, are you a religious person? Do you want a partner that's religious?
I would say I do believe in that.
How these are late flights. I mean, late flights.
Okay. Could you date someone like Al that's spiritual?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Very good. Let's look into Jamesia. Jamesia, are you a religious person? Do you want a partner that's religious?
I am a religious person, and I would like a partner who is also religious. And not only just religious, but I would prefer it be the same religion that I practice. Yeah, that's my input.
Okay. Do you want to specify the religion, or I think that'd be helpful.
Christianity. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Christianity.
Absolutely. Yeah, put that Christ name on it. Yeah. Okay. So does that mean that Al is spiritual? Could that dynamic work for you?
Being that I don't know much about what he practices, or what he grew up believing. I don't think that it will work for me personally, just where I am in my life. I know that I have to have God as the center of my life, in everything I do. So I would like for my partner to be on the same page as well.
Okay. Al, so what do you think about that? Could that work, or do you want someone a little more just spiritual as yourself?
Me personally, I'm a little bit more flexible, having had exposure to different religions, but I understand where she's coming from.
Okay. So, Jamesia, does that mean it's time to pop, pop, pop?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna pop.
I'm going
We're
to
gonna
pop.
Okay. Pop time. And that's okay. And that's okay because we want real one connections to be established. Jamesia, based on all Al has shared, and you got to see him, you didn't have to wait. Is he someone that's your type?
No, but he does seem cool, and he would be someone that I would like to get to know. But he's not my type. No.
Okay. And we might get into it a little later. What is your specific type? So the brothers that slide in your DMs know they have a chance, because most brothers don't like to be rejected. But we appreciate you, Jamesia. We have one more king for you. So don't go anywhere. We're going to have you just in the background. But then you're coming right back, Jamesia, for another king. So I want to see, Anna, does our King Al's spirituality work for you?
Yeah, I think it works for me.
Okay. Miti, do you want to just share? I think Al might have already caught it, but share where you are spiritually.
I believe in God. I'm not really prescribed to any religion in particular, but yeah.
Does that work for you, Al? Someone that you said you're flexible, so I'm guessing that works.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's go for the other spicy one then. And I didn't get to ask Anna this, but we'll start with Al again. Politics. Al, are you a political person? Do you want a partner that's political? How does that work?
I am more on the liberal side, so someone who is more left-leaning. They don't have to be super political, but I don't know if I could date someone who wore a red MAGA hat.
Okay.
No offense to the previous, to Saquan.
No, I think what the offensive was the apartments and the shrooms. But we love Saquon nonetheless. Okay, so let's go. Anna, you didn't get to share politically. Where are you? Does Al's response work for you?
I am actually not very political. I never talk about politics, but I'm a very good listener on whatever you want to talk about in that area. So, yeah.
Okay, I have a follow-up coming, but we'll ask Miti. Miti, I want to share with Al politically. You kind of already shared before, but where are you?
We should overthrow the government.
Overthrow the government.
Yeah.
Throw both parties in the trash.
Yeah.
My follow-up is Miti, yes or no? I don't have to specify anything. Do you vote?
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay. Let me ask Anna. Anna, yes or no, do you vote?
I've never voted in my life.
Okay. And Al, do you vote?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Al, I want to ask you, my man, because we got another king waiting. Are you feeling both of these queens equally the same? How do you want to move forward?
Definitely interested in both of them.
Okay. Do you have any other questions you want to ask?
Yeah. What is it that you guys are most, each of you, like, what is it that you guys are most passionate about in life?
Let's start with Anna.
Well, I actually really enjoy working on my podcast, and I've been doing some writing and
I'll keep my fingers crossed.
kind of things like that. I've been really enjoying.
That's all I
I've
got.
been doing some more like critical stuff, so things like that.
You able to hear that, Al?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go to Miti.
I'm really passionate about comedy. I love making people laugh. I'm also passionate about social issues and kind of bringing like a comedic edge to it, like not doing it the hack way. It's always been done. And yeah, just kind of like making the world a better place, and also like low key just feeling good about myself through the process. Yeah.
All right. All right. Very good. Very good. We're just narrowing it down. Well, really quick, Michi, I want to ask you, who's one of your favorite comedians?
Everyone who's great. Everyone who has left an impact. One of them, I have to say, I mean, Louis C.K. I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Great. He's hilarious. Dave Chappelle, amazing.
Okay, you're saying the right people. That's great. Al, you said do you like comedy, Al?
Yeah, I love comedy.
Are you okay with those guys? I know a lot of liberals want them canceled, but are you okay with Dave and Louis?
No, Louis C.K. I've seen him live. Like, I don't think he's that great. But I saw him at the Comedy Cellar, so I think he was trying on new jokes, and I don't think a lot of them hit. So, and this was when he was first coming back from being canceled, so I want to give him benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
Totally get that. Okay, if I could just defend them really quickly, I think Louis kind of broke through comedy in terms of delivery. Like, he created a new way to deliver stuff, and it just like kind of broke something for like comics to like make it more conversational. But yes, he did lose some magic after the controversy, but I hope that he can get it back. And also Dave Chappelle broke writing. Like, I feel like he made it so visual. And so like even though he makes these like silly trans jokes again and again and again, it's still like, how do you keep doing that? You know, like, so it's like in those ways, it's like these guys are amazing. Sorry. I get passionate about this.
Don't be sorry. No, comedy, it's one of the last art form. Well, let me be quiet. Okay. Well, he's feeling you both. Anna, do you have a question for Al?
Just go to like regular United.com.
No. Wow. Okay. Al, do you smoke?
My trip.
You said no?
No.
Okay. Do you drink?
Only on special occasions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Phew. We're at a point because now we have another king that called in, one of the OGs. So we got to narrow this thing down. I don't know, Al, if you're not ready to make a decision, I don't want to force anything, but we got to ask some essentials. And I know with how lovely these ladies are, I already know what some of the responses will be, but I can prove that by asking, how do you handle conflict? Let's start with Miti. Miti, how do you handle conflict? I know you've never been in an official relationship, but maybe just romantic once or twice. How do you handle conflict?
So this is the part where it's like, Al, I don't know if you're gonna like me very much. I do kind of like argue a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm a little bit like a strong woman. You know, like my head, but like I just kind of like, I like to debate and kind of have fun with it. Yeah.
Okay. Let's go to Anna. Anna, how do you handle conflict in a relationship?
I will hear the problem out, and I'll listen, and then I'll give you a chance to solve the problem. And if it's not solvable, then it's not solvable.
Okay. All right. Al, how do you handle conflict?
Head on. Definitely head on. Like, not argumentative, but like I'm not one to avoid it and like let things get worse. I want to talk things out. I want to like squash things before they get worse.
Yeah. Okay. Did their responses work for you, Al?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Al, you're not making it easy. I know I didn't make it easy on you either, two great queens, but what are you thinking? Are you starting to narrow in on somebody you'd lean towards?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, let me just confirm. Let's confirm where we are. Now, Meets, you're in New York.
Yeah.
Okay. Anna, you're in Los Angeles. Okay. Al, you're in New York. So, okay, if you believe you're ready, I want you to keep it real. What you got for me?
Oh, I didn't know. I thought they were the ones that popped the balloons.
Well, in this case, I can ask them too. Miti, are you feeling Al?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm open to it. Yeah.
Okay. Anna, are you feeling Al? Oh, you're muted, Anna.
I am, but then like at the same time, like I feel like location might be an issue.
Oh, okay. And yeah, they're both Niti and Al. They're in the same city. So that might make things. So does that mean Anna, you want to pop?
I don't want to be the first to decide though.
Oh, okay. So you're gonna let the man lead in the traditional way. Okay, Al, what you gonna do?
All right, yeah, I've made up my mind.
All right. So who are you gonna pop the balloon on?
Anna.
Okay, he's popping. He is popping. He took the lead and he popped. Okay. Tell us why you're popping on Anna, Al.
I'm looking for someone who's a little bit more vocal and more like bubbly, extroverted. So I just feel like she might be a little too introverted for me.
Oh, okay. You need somebody a little more outgoing.
Yeah.
Okay.
With all due respect.
Oh yeah, you just keeping it real. That was very kind of you. Now Anna is Al, someone that's your type.
Wait, say that again.
I was asking Anna.
Okay.
Anna, overall, the aesthetic is Al, someone that's your type.
I think so, but like at the same time, like if they were in LA, it would have been better.
Yes.
But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Well, Anna, we got another king coming up, actually two. So you hold tight for us, and we're about to have you right back on. So you're a real one, and we appreciate you. Okay, well, we're down to these two. I don't want to force anything crazy yet. Any essential questions from either one of you?
What's your ideal first date?
Ooh, classic.
What a terrible question. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I think it depends. I don't really think it matters what we do as long as there's time to talk and banter and get to know one another. I like definitely not a movie or like a Broadway show. Yeah, I'm gonna say no to a comedy show, like drinks, picnic in the park, that kind of thing. You know, if you don't drink, then like some bubble tea or something. Yeah.
Okay. Does that work for you?
Yeah, that's like the perfect response. Yeah.
Wow. Oh, because I was going to ask you, what's your ideal first date?
Similarly, like kind of like where we can talk. Nothing like too like extravagant. Something like low key. Like just like yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to
like
confirm.
Sorry.
Something simple. Yeah, where you can talk and actually get to know each other. Now, Al stated his age is 39. Is that correct, Al?
Yeah.
Okay. And Meaty, remind us of your
38,
age.
38.
Oh, 38. Okay.
Yeah.
Meaty, remind us of your age.
31.
31. Okay. So want to see how that works. That's not much of an age difference, especially after the 30. That works for both of you, that age difference? Okay. Well, I'm not going to delay anything else then. I'm going to ask that final question if neither of you have an essential. Final essential, or are both of y'all ready for me to do my job?
Do your job.
All right. Let's start with ladies first. Meaty, after you get to know this king some more and y'all talk and he slides in your DMs, do you feel it could be a real one connection?
I feel like we have to meet in real life to see.
So that's a yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Al, after you get to know this queen more, meet in person, feel it out, could it be a real one connection?
Yeah, I've got some questions, but I'm interested in meeting up.
Okay, well, we're going to clap it up. We're going to clap it up. Where's my song? Yeah. I love when I feel like I did it. It makes me feel like I accomplished everything in life. So there we go. We did it, a real one connection. We love to see it. You too. You know what? Let's have Al. Make sure you see her Instagram. That's a lot of E's. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 E's. 1, 2, 3, 6 E's. So MEEEEEETZ. Al, make sure you slide in her DMs, and we'll be talking to both of you soon. Yeah, I want to actually sponsor the first date. I'm going to take the risk, especially that both of y'all are in New York. So make sure you put your Cash App in the little chat. Okay, put your Cash App in the chat. I'm going to try to sponsor the date, so y'all better not steal from me, as many people do when I sponsor their first date. So, put that Cash App in there. If you don't have Cash App, put Venmo, PayPal. That's all we got. Venmo, PayPal, Cash App. I'm poor. And we'll see what happens. Congratulations, you two. You did it. All right, let's just hit that one more time. So are you ready? You better slide in the DMs now. Don't make me send money. But anyway, y'all are amazing. Meaty, thank you. Even at the comedy club, you stepped out. You did it. And Al, you're looking fresh, my man. Thank you so much. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Have a good one. Yes, thank you. Thank you. We did it. All right. Well, I have another king that's ready now. Jamesia is back. Let's get that queen in. Jamesia, how you feeling? Did you see that Real One connection?
I did. I'm happy for them.
Okay, I love that. I am happy as well. Now, it looks like Anna said she had to step out, so she won't be returning. But still, Jamesia, do you mind talking to two more kings?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. We'll keep it quick, Jamesia. We'll keep it quick. I have a king that just wants to talk to you. We'll see what happens. Let's see what's going on with my man, Steven. Steven, how you doing?
Oh, not too bad. How are you guys doing?
Wonderful. Welcome to A Real in Real Time, kind sir. Why don't you share with Jamesia and the people watching your name, your age, where you're located, what you do?
I'm Steven. I'm 24. I'm from Southern Illinois, and I am a maintenance man for a youth care facility.
Beautiful. Okay. Share with us what makes you a real one.
I like to just keep it straightforward. I don't really lie at all, and unless it's something like a joke or a little something to mess with somebody, nothing that you should keep from somebody else. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Now share with us, what are some qualities you're looking for in your future wife, your real one?
Loyal is a big one. Yeah, but especially nowadays, I want them to be able to be honest no matter the situation. And I want them to be able to feel like even if we have a problem, you can come to me, talk about what's going on, whether it involves me or not, just someone to talk to,
Yeah, very true. What are some things, Steven, that would make you pop the balloon in a relationship?
Definitely the push and pull game. You show some interest, you pull away. She come back, show a little bit of interest. Like we're not here for games. We're too old for that.
That's right. At 24, you're too old for that. It's true. Now, what are some things you like to do for fun?
I'm a massive outdoorsman. I like to go hunting, fishing, and just sort of explore nature. This past year, I have gotten into more identifying the different wildlife that I do see, whether it be plants, animals, whatever. And I recently have gotten into reading a bit more.
Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, we love a reader. Good to be in the know and to stay informed. Okay. Well, you answered my initial questions. I want to ask Jamesia. Jamesia, do you have a question for Steven?
Do you have any children?
No.
You want to have children in the future, Steven?
Like the past couple, with the right person, we'd have to see where it goes,
Absolutely. Let me ask this, because I don't know if you've heard, but we've had some people that advocate for the usage of shrooms and things like that. Do you smoke or?
Not anymore. Month clean.
Hallelujah. Wow. Well, God bless you with that. Do you drink?
Yes, but I'm working on stopping.
Okay. And no shrooms or anything like that?
No.
Okay, just got to make sure for Jamesia's sake. She's not looking to take a trip in that way, but she does have her passport. Okay, Jamesia. Okay, let me ask Steven. Steven, do you have a question for Jamesia?
What do you do whenever you have free time? Something fun that you like to just do, whether it's by yourself or go out with your girls, have some fun.
Well, when I'm by myself, I love to do word searches, painting, bowling, stuff like that. I'm very physical. Like I like to hands-on. But when I'm with the girls, I just love to catch a vibe, you know. Yeah, I don't really drink a lot. I'm not a big drinker. I don't like the way it makes me feel. But I'm always down to try food. I love to eat. So
Hey,
yeah, that's
can't go wrong with eating. Can't go wrong.
I love it. Okay. Jamesia, did you have another question for him? I can do my job a little more, ask him some essentials. You want me to do my job?
Yeah.
Okay. Steven, let's go with that religious question. Religion, are you a religious man?
Yes, I am. I've been working on finding a new church. I might have just found one here recently. And I'm Christian. I am very large on the love everyone as you would love yourself.
Okay. Okay. Jamesia, does that work for you?
I love that.
Okay, Christian man, hallelujah. Let's go with that political question, though. And Jamesia, I don't know if I asked you. Did I ask you the political question, Jamesia?
You did not.
Okay, so we'll go to you first then. Politics. Jamesia, do you want a partner that is political? Are you political? How does that work?
I'm not really big on them. I feel like Saquan was saying earlier, he's kind of moderate because there are certain beliefs that I agree with the Democrat wise and Republican wise. So there's kind of both that I agree with from both sides. But me personally, I'm not a big political person. So it's not necessarily essential that my partner is as well. Yeah, that's just my take on that.
Okay. I want to see if Anna is still available. Anna, I saw that you were going to do the web series thing. Are you still available for Steven? Or are you about to head out? She might be about to head out. Oh, I can't hear you, Anna.
I wasn't able to hear part of what he was saying.
Yeah. Are you about to head out for your web series, or are you able to stay?
Can you introduce parts of yourself?
Okay.
Well, Anna, well, before that, Steven, I want to make sure, Anna, are you able to stay for longer, or are you about to leave?
I'm on my way right now. I'm walking.
Okay. Well, Steven, yeah, if you want to quickly give a recap of how great you are.
All right. I am Steven. I'm from Southern Illinois. I am 24. I am a large outdoorsman, including hunting, fishing, identifying different parts of nature, and some things I like to do in my free time, including all of those, is a lot. I do read. New into reading though. I used to be into it more. Just got back into it. Month sober from smoking. I'm a Christian. And you want me to go ahead and answer the question you just asked?
Well, let me make sure. I'm about to have you, but let's see. Anna, you're all caught up? I know your connection, I think, leaving wherever you were, it's a little choppy. Did you hear what he had to say?
Oh, okay. Someone wrote in the chat. You like to hunt deer, cattle, and middle-aged women?
That's not what he said.
Okay.
Yeah,
chat's hating on me a little bit, I think.
Yeah, we can't rely on what they say ever, almost, except that this is the best show ever. Did you hear what he said though? In terms of he's a Christian, he's an outdoorsman, he stopped drinking recently, stopped smoking, or he wants to stop drinking, he stopped smoking. Did you hear those things?
It got choppy a little bit, but okay, yeah.
Okay. So now, Steven, I want you to answer the political question. Are you a political person? Do you want a partner that's political?
I'm not super political, but I know I would sit more in a centrist ideology, agreeing with parts from different parts of the political spectrum.
Got it. Okay, makes sense. And then Anna, I believe Anna already answered the political question. Anna, did you want to refresh our memory though on politically, where are you?
I'm not very political. I don't really talk about politics. I yeah, I don't really.
And you've never voted, is that correct?
Yeah, I've never voted.
Got it. Okay. Okay. Well, I want to see how we're feeling about it. Jamesia, you've interacted directly with Steven. Is there a question you have for him?
I do. What is typically the type of girl you go for?
So I don't really have what I would say would be a type, but it would, if I had to go with what I normally would look for, is someone who is not afraid to be themselves, and it's someone who you can tell is really passionate about the things that they love, and whenever they talk about it, you can feel how much they love it.
Beautiful.
Okay.
Does that work for you, Jamesia? All right. Anna, did you have a question? Anna, did you have a question for Steven? You're muted.
Not at the moment.
Okay. I do want to say this, Anna. You had with Saquan had asked about his age, I believe. Does age play a factor for you when dating, Anna?
I think like if they, as long as they're emotionally mature, I think age shouldn't matter as much as long as like they're not as old as my dad. Yeah. So yeah.
Understood. Okay. Steven, do you mind dating a woman that's more advanced in age than you?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. Well, neither of the queens had questions. Steven, do you have a question you'd like to ask both of them?
We're gonna bounce off her question. What do you guys normally look for in a man whenever you're thinking about a first impression? Like, what makes you feel like they're someone you'd be interested in?
Let's start with Jamesia.
So okay, good question. Something that draws me to a man is him knowing exactly what he wants, displaying like self-discipline, self-awareness, things like that. Very intentional and just has drive. You know, I like to learn things from my partner. So that is something that I usually gravitate towards, is someone who, you know, doesn't mind taking the lead and is a great leader.
Beautiful. Okay. Anna, if your connection allows for it, we'd love for you to answer Steven's question.
I'm sorry. Could you repeat the question?
Steven, can you repeat the question?
What is
Hello?
something that, upon a first impression, would draw you towards someone and be like, and give you interest in that person?
I think if we're able to have like a deep conversation, and we're able to have like a like emotional bonding time, then I think that's a really good sign for me.
Okay. Steven, those responses work for you?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. We've asked our essentials. Steven, I want to see if are you still feeling both of these queens the same?
Yeah, so far.
Okay. Okay. Let's go to Jamesia. Jamesia, are you feeling this king?
I feel that he has a great personality. He is definitely see, he's funny. I like that about him. Love people to make me laugh. That's something that's important. It's good for the soul. Typically, he's not the type that I would go for, but he does seem like a very nice guy.
Okay. So what does that mean as Steven grabbed his heart? Does that mean you want to pop, or do you have a question you'd like to ask?
That means that I would like to pop, but I really feel like you are an amazing person and you have made me laugh. So you are good in my
Okay. So
Well-
now I want to do the honors of asking Jamicia, because I have another king that's coming, and he's a great gentleman. But I want to ask you, what is your type typically?
Typically, I don't date outside of my race. And that is something that I've always believed in, and that's something that I stand on. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Just wanted to make that clear for my other king that's watching, as he may not have the melanin count that you would like to acquire. But I don't want to waste anybody's time. So have you ever? So you've never, like you said, you've never dipped into the vanilla ice cream.
No.
Okay.
I have
All
not.
right. And you're not interested in taking a scoop.
No.
Okay.
I love Black Love. But like I
Okay.
said, he does seem like a very amazing guy.
He definitely is. No, he definitely is a real one. We appreciate him. All right. So if he was the color of his shirt, then it could have been something.
Could have been like
All right.
Drewski. Could have been.
Could have been love. It could have been.
Could have
Steven,
been.
is she someone that's your type?
I'd have to get to know her a little bit more, but I had fun.
Okay.
I enjoyed her.
Have you ever taken a bite of the Hershey bar and not the cookies and cream one?
I can safely say I have partaken.
Wow. Okay. Then I know you're not going back. Hallelujah. You're the man. I appreciate that. Jamicia, you're amazing. Now it's going to be between. So I did have another king on. I don't know if you still want to wait. He is not of your racial preference, but hey, he may be black at heart. So I don't know if you want to talk to that king. I'm not sure. It's up to you.
If he is not of the same race as me, I'm going to have to respectfully decline.
Absolutely.
She's got to turn down that white chocolate.
Okay, she turned it down. But with Jamicia, you're amazing. And then in the future, hey, when other night, Tuesday, we had multiple black kings on. So I just want to make it work for you. So we'll be in touch. We will be in touch. We appreciate you, Jamicia. Thank you so much, Jamicia. You're amazing. Thank you. All right. Oh, she was going to say something else. Okay, you're the best.
I was saying good luck to everyone on their luck to finding their real one. I wish you guys the best.
All the love to you. You were a great time.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, Jamicia. All right. Anna, you're in the whip now. How are you feeling from what you've heard of Steven? Do you have a question for him? Oh.
Where are you located?
I am in Southern Illinois.
Okay.
How do you feel that?
I'm in Los Angeles.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not sure.
Okay. Steven, how do you feel that distance would work?
I don't mind distance. It would give us time to actually get to know each other before we actually met up in person, even though I personally believe I am someone who is better in person.
Okay. Anna, could that be of interest to you?
Well, I mean, like, if you don't really care, then like that.
Okay. I don't know if that's a yes or a no. I'll ask you this, Anna. You said with the other king, the distance would have been very different. He was in New York. You're in Los Angeles. Illinois, while not, it's a little closer than New York. It's still not close to Los Angeles. So how would that work for you? That was something you popped over before. How would that change with this?
What do you mean?
Because the dude in New York, the gentleman Al, you were like, oh, that's a little far. You don't know how the distance would work. Illinois to California is still some distance. Would that is not? Are you willing to then change for this king because he's so handsome?
Well, I would have thought that it would have been a. Hello?
We can hear you now.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay. I just thought it would have been. I just thought it would have been an issue for them, not me.
Okay. But now that it is, Steven's saying he'd make it work. So I don't want to delay anything. So does that mean? Okay, I'll ask this just in case. Steven, have you ever, with this, I get canceled, so I just ask, have you ever dated an Asian queen?
No, actually.
Okay. And then of course I can reverse it down and then say, Anna, have you ever tasted vanilla?
Well, I went to a private Christian school, so
Not a vanilla.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, I don't want to delay anything, even though it sucks because I had my other king. I'm gonna still have him come on real quick and shout himself out and see if a young lady wants to call in. But any essential questions between you two?
I have one.
Yes.
Would too much of a height difference be a problem for you?
Oh.
No, but
Anna, share your
I
height.
mean, I'm like 5'6".
Okay.
Steven, share your height.
I am 6'5".
Oh shit.
That's a reach. Anna, could that work for you, or willing to climb the tree?
Yeah, I guess.
Wow. Okay. All right.
I've never seen someone that's 6'5", actually.
Wow. Okay. Well, Steven would be the first, perhaps. Okay. Well, okay. I don't want to delay anything, so let me just go for my essential question then. Steven, do you feel after you get to know this queen more, talk to her and things like that, do you feel it could be a real one connection?
I'd like to get to talk to her a bit more, but yeah.
Okay. Anna, do you feel it could be a real one connection?
I'm open to like getting to know him better.
Okay, well, let's clap it up, clap it up, clap, clap, clap. They did it. They both said yes, and they're open to getting to know each other more, and we love to see that. We really do. So what I want to do is take the risk of possibly getting scammed. That's, people break my heart, but I want y'all to put your Venmo, Cash App, or PayPal into that chat, and I want to see if, hey, even a virtual date, y'all both go get Starbucks and then put the drinks together and toast it up virtually. So make sure you put your Venmo, PayPal, or Cash App, and Pointer will do what he can. But congratulations, you two. Let me get my people to clap for me one more time. I love that. Don't pop the balloon. We love to see it. Okay. Well, you two, make sure you do that soon before you log out of this room so we can make sure that's loaded in.
All righty.
Congratulations, and we want to follow up. Okay, we got Anna. Thank you, Anna, and then Steven, make sure you do the same so we can hook you up. We appreciate you both.
All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, y'all, the real ones. All right, congratulations. All right, well, I have a king that's coming on, and some show formats do this like this, where it's just one-on-one. Nobody really calls in, but you've seen this king before. This is a handsome man. This is a real one who deserves a real one. My brother, how you doing?
What's up, man? How are you?
It's good to see you. We do actually have a quick conversation to be had. Now, first, I want to ask you, well, share with the ladies watching your name, your age, where you're located, and what you do.
So my name's Lionel, 32. I'm in Charleston, South Carolina, and I'm in corporate sales.
Beautiful. Okay. Now, some of the fans, they probably will start commenting. They remember this king. And I actually had some ladies that had reached out for you. I even asked for your email and things like that. But you had a connection with a real one, Lionel. So tell us what happened.
Man, how do I explain this? Man, honestly, the intentions weren't really there. Yeah. I think she was on the show for the wrong reasons. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So you went in, of course, with the intention of getting your queen, but you feel she might have been on for, to see Pointer, to see this illustrious blonde hair, something like that?
That's right.
Wow. Okay. That's unfortunate. Well, of course, that's why you have your Instagram. How do you pronounce your last name?
Kawaki.
Kawaki 23. Yeah. Ladies, that is his IG. Let me go for then, because if ladies want to call in, okay, let me do this for you real quick. I might get in trouble because I have a time constraint, but I want to hook my man. You deserve a real one. So let's see, ladies, if you want to call in, I'll put the link in really quick. Y'all better keep it short and sweet. Let me ask you some essentials. And well, I want to do this before. A queen said she DM'd you. I don't want to put anybody on the blast, but she said she emailed you or something like that. Did you get an email?
That thing probably went to the spam box. Honestly, I didn't see anything.
Okay. Well,
I'll check.
I want you to double check. There is a woman that said the assistant threw this my way. She said that she's more traditional. I believe she said she's conservative. She has a son, and she's looking for you. She said specifically, you're the real one that would catch her eye.
Huh.
So, if we need to maybe we'll forward you her email, and then you could somehow communicate with that. But in the meantime, since we put the link in the chat, we'll see who calls in. Tell us, what are you looking for, Lionel, in a real one?
Well, just kind of reiterate what we did like a month or two ago. Traditional values. So I believe in gender roles. I'm conservative. Catholic. Believe in the Bible. But unfortunately, I'm not the best at practicing it. But it is, heavily influences decisions in my life.
Okay. And you kind of then spoke to that's you. And okay, let's go for this question that the fans love because I paid so much for this. What makes you pop the balloon, Lionel? Of course, besides clout chasers, what makes you pop the balloon in relationships?
Well, let me tell you, this might kind of help. Read between the lines. Yeah. The reason I called in, all right, because first off, I enjoy your show. I love what you do. It's great.
Love you. Man.
Every now and then I'll sneak in a comment, donate because you say Pointer needs to buy dinner. I'm there.
And I'm not
you know what I mean?
Thank you, Lionel.
Man, I looked up all these girls' Instagrams and there were no provocative photos. And so that right there, that's like a huge green flag because nowadays it's hard to find that, So yeah, that's why I called in. I was like, shoot, let me get in here. And then slowly but surely, they all got taken. So
they got taken. And that is not, I want to keep it real with you because I saw one comment you made. That was not intentional. It wasn't good conservative girl episode. You just never know who's going to call in. That's the truth of the matter. And then as we just had a live Tuesday, we're going live more often. So we don't want you to miss out. So we did that before for you. That was the episode you were on. We literally, for you, tried to cast some conservative queens. And I think the one had best friends that she didn't want to let go of, male best friend. Remember that? Was that?
Yeah. Pointer, did you look at her profile before? Because there's one, I'm not going to say it on YouTube, but did you look into her Instagram and all that?
Thank God I have people that help me. It wasn't my job, but someone was fired. Okay, I want to be professional. Someone does not have the position they currently had. I'll put it that way.
I got you.
Something slipped through cracks and stuff I can't even talk about that happened in studio where I'm like, that should not have happened. These people should not have been there, but that's a whole other sermon. But I think I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I think I understand. And I think it's scary. I think you'd agree, Lionel, what can be deemed conservative now, it doesn't always mean the traditional form of conservative.
Yeah.
Which I think there may be pros and cons to that. I'm not sure. But in terms of even like wardrobe and stuff, we had a conservative edition in studio last year. And the way some of the queens presented themselves, people were like, they are not conservative.
Yeah.
But express to us, as you kind of already did, why it's a green flag to you going on someone's Instagram and seeing the way they're presented. Tell us.
Well, whenever, I'm probably going to get a lot of not hateful comments, but kind of questioning my views. Whenever you kind of see somebody with maybe provocative photos, a male thinks that's for that person seeking male validation, outwardly, and then you kind of you run into this gray area where if you're somebody conservative, gender roles, kind of believes, strong monogamy, where you don't want, your woman out there portrayed like that. So if she's like that from the start, it's great.
You're preaching. No, it's true. It's true. Especially if that's what you value. Because of course you'll have people that, I don't care however they present. And it's like, okay, then that works for you compatibly. But for you, that's not what you're looking for. Which I think is really important. So share some things you like to do for fun, because I'm hoping some ladies slide in your DMs after this.
Yeah. Hey, more than welcome. So for fun, man, honestly, I'm in the middle of a move. So I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. I'm actually moving to Augusta, Georgia. So that's just 3 hours the state over. Augusta's on the state line, so it's not, huge demographic difference, kind of other side of the country.
Yeah.
But yeah, so right now in the middle of the move, so I can't have too much fun. But so I travel a lot internationally. I actually just got back in the country, so I have children. So I took my children, 2 daughters, and my mom to the Dominican Republic. So yeah, man, my daughters, they so Pirates of the Caribbean. A lot of it was filmed in the Dominican Republic.
Wow.
And so my daughters, they fell in love with the Pirates of the Caribbean. Jack Sparrow this, Jack Sparrow that. And so we went to the island where a lot of it was filmed.
That's awesome.
So yeah, man, it was great. It was great. So I'm a little sunburned. I look kind of weird right now, man. I usually have a beard. I shaved it off because I was like, I gotta do something.
You looked it up. No, and a lot of people don't realize that you are fluent in Spanish. Is that correct?
I am, yeah.
Okay, I don't want to, toot your horn too much, but let's see. Oh, okay, someone's even commenting. They love you. Love the conservative editions. Keep it up, Pointer, my man. Thank you. Be true to thyself. We might have Lionel on it. This man loves to travel. He might need to come. You know what? Well, you're moving to Georgia, but you're still on the border. We might shoot in South Carolina. I'm not supposed to reveal that yet, but we would love to have you in person because we have.
Let me know.
Something coming up, so I would definitely you'd be one of the top dogs that would be there. But that's wonderful. Wow, and honoring your mom and your daughters like that is a remarkable experience. They'll never forget.
Yeah. It was great, man. The food is delicious. If nobody's ever been to the Dominican Republic or like hesitant, or it's great. Food's great, atmosphere's great. It's hot, but you'll be all right.
Yeah, get in the water. Go for a dip. Okay, last thing I'm gonna ask you, because we have a time constraint, which is why we did it earlier. But what is the age range you're willing to date, Lionel? Because I might have I sometimes do forced connections where I'm like, hey, I see this person. And that. What's the age range?
Well, probably gonna get some hate for this too. All right. So seeing how I'm 32, all right, I do want kids. Unfortunately, I'm gonna say this: our Creator put us on different biological clocks. So women need to have children earlier in their life and not later. You fall into the geriatric pregnancies. So somebody who's my age, to answer your question, probably 25 to 35.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see. Be nice in the comments, y'all. He's just keeping it real. He did the science behind it.
I mean, it is what it is. Yeah. Like people were talking about, they want to live separately, and not to throw shade on anybody. Like people say some interesting things.
They do on this platform, and I love them all. That's the thing. People some don't point out. I'm just the host. I'm just the host. But I'm
just adding to it.
Yeah, absolutely. So that is his right. So ladies, if you're in that age range, make sure to slide in the DMs if you're interested. Final question before I have to roll out. I want to ask you this. This is important. What are you open to? Any color of the rainbow? Are you open to a chocolate queen, an Asian queen, a Latina mama? Are you open?
Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. The panel you had was perfect. Wow. My type.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah. Ironically, I look very white, like Caucasian. Like let's just, I look like the hands clapping. You know what I mean? So
even though it's not connection, I would have thought you were one of them. Like, I would have thought.
But I do have some seasoning in my blood. Yes. Okay. So I like my woman to have the seasoning too. You know what I mean? So, and that's not to say that I wouldn't date 100%, white Caucasian woman. There's just preferences,
Yes.
So,
yes. Okay. So you're open. Okay. So you're open. Yeah. You're open across the board. That's pretty much discerning. Okay. I'm going to, I definitely have one person in mind. I'm not going to reveal too much because I don't want to, but yeah. Okay, since you're going for it, final thing, I keep being terrible, but you're a real one, you've supported, so I just want to see if I can hook you up. Do you have I'll just keep it real, a size preference? Do you want a more petite? I know, what was your height? Remind us.
5'11".
Okay, so do you want a woman that is closer in height to you, shorter? How does that work?
Shorter, for sure.
Okay. And what about horizontally? Do you want oh Lord. Yeah. What about weight wise?
What are we talking about here horizontally? What?
I'm just Do you want? Okay, I just there's so many terms now to not be canceled. But okay, does weight matter? And I'm not referencing shout out sponsor us 600 Pound Life, but I don't think you'd want to be a part of that program. Do you want a woman that is curvy and like more fit in shape?
I'm going to say this: curvy in the right places.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. You said it better than me. Okay, great. Curvy in the right places. Okay. Well, I wish we could talk more. Pointer's got a dip, but if you ever truly, and what I'll do is I'll be a little terrible. If you see another great lineup and you check out their IGs and they approve, do what you did, and I'll bump you up. I try to honor those who've been here, but I definitely want you to find your real one. So, yeah. And maybe who knows? Hey, I'm gonna keep it real. I get scammed. They match here, they connect here, and then 2 days later, they just were here for clout, or so. You never know. So you might still want to slide in the DMs of one that really caught your eye.
Yeah.
Maybe
well, appreciate it, man.
Yeah, you're the man, Lionel. I appreciate you. I'll see you again.
All right. See you.
Have a good night, brother. All right. Thank you so much. All right. Folks, I wish I could party with you longer. This is about an hour before the time we usually start. We gave you over 2 hours. Pointer's got a dippy dip. But hey, let's just clap one more time for the Real One Connections.
Pop the balloon. Don't pop.
Don't you dare, Pop. Don't you dare. We had some great rolling connections. I just hope they stay connected. Distance can become a thing, even though the people agree beforehand that they're open to long distance. But I do have faith in Al and Meet, specifically Meet's connection, because they seem to add up. They seem to really connect in a way that made sense. They were both in New York, same age bracket in terms of the 30s. Seemed like they could have good banter, which is really important in a relationship. So, hey, I appreciate that. Now, I do have a bonus. I want to show you. And trust me, you got to hook me up quick. But I need somebody to get me some dinner. I really do. So if you can hook Pointer up with dinner, then I have something I want to show you. So I'll give it a minute. Let's just see if somebody's going to bless their dear Pointer on the Cash App so I can show you something. If not, then it is what it is. But I would really appreciate that. I really would. So let's see if somebody's going to hook their dear Pointer up. Let's see, because I have something I want to show you, something I need to show you. But at any rate, even those, like I said last time on Tuesday, we had a remarkable time Tuesday, the single mom edition. It was awesome. We had some single fathers that were doing it. So it's appreciated. The Cash App is on the screen. The $, the last talk show. If you, I just have something I want to show you. It's kind of a bonus thing. I won't share the biggest news yet. I don't know if anyone would even guess, but it was a remarkable time. Even today, a great amount of people tuning in. We even had some people donating and supporting. They're loving the conservative edition. So I appreciate everyone. For doing the thing. I even see a new member, Estella Mina. You are a real one, Estella, and you are a wonderful, wonderful woman. And we appreciate you for tapping in and becoming a member to the greatest program on the face of the earth. That's what they tell me. So you're a real one. Yeah, and I know we're almost at 200K. We're literally at the last. Oh, look at I love you. Thank you. That's my Esquire right there. I love and appreciate her. So that means you've earned it. That's a super sticker. And I'm still for dinner because YouTube don't give me the money, like they should on the Cash App. So I'm hoping somebody can bless your boy. But either way, she hooked us up. So congratulations. So let me show y'all something. I just want to see what y'all think of this. I've never done this before. I've never given this little teaser, but here's a little teaser of something that you'll be seeing soon, and I might take this off the live. Look at how fresh your boy is. Look at that. New suit. I'm telling you, your boy is coming fresh. Let me know what you think. Salmon P. Oh, Myra, I love you. Somebody just blessed me with dinner on Cash App. Hallelujah. Thank you. Y'all earned this. I should show you a second one. But that's my little sunset. Look at the sunset in the back. Look at that. We appreciate my Esquire, TM Martin. Yeah, TM Martin Esquire, because y'all earned that. Okay. I just wanted to show y'all a little something because your boy invested thanks to you. And we got something new coming. So just be ready. We also, I'm not going to play it for you yet unless somebody's blessed me with some more dinner. But we even got a new version of your favorite song. Okay, so get ready to see your boy dancing and jamming in the new suit. But, Pointer just wanted to show out one time. I think I can't make it any bigger. Yeah, I can't make it any bigger. But that was fresh. Now, I'm going to just keep it real. I felt, some are like, Pointer, the gold, switch it up. But, hey, I had to switch it up. So anyway, I appreciate you. TM Martin, I appreciate you. And then Myra, I appreciate you so much for helping me get some dinner. And I mean that, for real. I mean that. So just get ready. Pointer's always working. It's crazy. I can't believe I'm not losing my hair. Normally that much work, you start losing your hair. But continue to subscribe, like, comment. If anybody else wants to help Pointer get dinner, hey, I don't have Cash App, but you got Venmo. Hook a brother up on Venmo. PayPal works too. Please continue to do what you do. And we're going to catch you on the next episode. Like this live. Come on. Show people that, hey, we are popping. Well, I'll do it every night if y'all popping enough. But we appreciate you so much. Y'all have a wonderful night and keep doing what you do. We're just going to clap it up for them Real One Connections one more time. And we'll catch you next time. Thank you. Jesus loves you. And Pointer does too. We'll catch you next time. Whoa!
Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. Don't pop the balloon. Don't pop, pop, pop. 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 Don't pop the balloon.